So then she said that's not where that goes, and I was kind of confused.
Oh. Wait, where did you think it went?
Do with the pineapple. Where are you supposed to put the pineapple?
There's really only one hole that fits into. Like,
yeah, that was my thought, but my wife did not agree.
hello everyone, and welcome to taking a look at with me, Microblogganism, and a very coffee R&D who will be clearing his throat throughout the.
I am doing way better, like
Yes.
than last week. Oh god, last week I sounded awful.
Last week he didn't have a voice.
I died several times on stream.
Yes. We are in fact talking to an undead R&D.
Yay.
So, yeah, it's just the two of us. Smelly had forgotten about the show today and had made other plans. And you, I have no idea. So.
Where is he? It's not like he's got anything important to do.
Conquering some foreign nation.
Enslaving the brown people. How very German of him.
We don't need hold on, that's an American thing. The Germans killed them.
That is an American thing. You're right.
The Germans just killed
I'm
them.
getting my Germans and Americans mixed up here. That's a very American thing to do.
To be fair, considering what we're gonna be talking about today, that you might just have been peering in beyond the veil of reality and seeing truths that aren't real. Because if you like go pierce the veil of reality, that implies that like that's essentially like, oh, I'm seeing things that aren't real.
There's some Mandela effect shit in this, isn't there?
I have no idea. It's a very like it's one of the better looking websites. Like, it looks professional.
It's an amazing looking website. I don't know if our standards have been so lowered.
They have been, our standards are the lowest of the lowest.
You know, like.
Okay,
Gio's
in the chat.
And how it changes.
Gio's in the chat. Gio,
oh my goodness.
I've literally messaged
Gio.
Messaged into the. Okay.
Get your German ass in here.
Well, he can't. Like, because this is a private call between you and us. I would have to like.
Oh, for fudge sakes.
No, I can just start the other call, but.
Okay, I'm gonna fill the dead air here.
No, you can't, because once I start the other call, they can't hear you. They can only hear me until the call starts again. Gio, do you want to be in here? Should I call you? Oh, we'll see if he answers. In the meantime,
We'll get there. Let's talk about this lovely website. It is very lovely.
Yeah, Gio, everyone's Discord is fucked.
Yeah.
There's something wrong.
Just add them to the call? That seems weird.
I can just go in and start a new call on.
Add friends to DM. No, that's not you.
No, I can just.
You can just add a friend.
Yeah.
Now he's added.
Good.
Get in here. There, done.
Let's see if it works.
I did it. I don't know why you're struggling with it.
No,
this is your call.
Oh, he is obligated. Okay, so he's obligated to spend time with his family right now, so he can't. Fair enough. Okay. So we did that. That was a nice.
Good tangent.
Yeah, good tangent. First tangent of the day. Perfect.
We are doing fantastic.
Oh, you can have private sessions. Ooh. So this is apparently the work of some dude. Yeah, this dude. The work of Bernard Gunther. Yeah, he sounds very, very reassuring. Is Gunther usually spelled with an E? Or is that just
Gunther? I don't know. That's a not an American word.
I mean, it's a German last name, but a lot of Americans have it. Okay, so we should probably start off with, like, as you can probably tell, this is a very new, like, new agey. Is probably the correct word to put it.
You
As
don't
you,
say.
yeah.
You don't
Ooh,
think that
aliens.
the space aliens and the dude being like beamed up is new agey? It's a little new agey. Oh, they have free ebooks.
Let's find out about Bernard Günther. He looks trustworthy.
Oh,
Staring
he's from
off.
Munich.
Staring.
He's from Munich. That in and of itself is
That
trouble.
explains it. But he moved to California because of course it's fucking California.
He did. Why do all the weirdos need to go to California? Stay out of my
Well,
goddamn
California or Sedona,
or Sedona. Yeah, you're right.
which is that's in Arizona, right?
That's in Arizona. That's where there's that portal that leads to Sedona, isn't there?
It's vortices. There's magic vortices there.
Oh. I think Captain Disillusion
Yes,
did a
he
thing
did,
about it.
yeah, he did.
Portal.
A portal that leads to Sedona. Woo!
Woohoo! What a. It leads to a stock photo of Sedona. To be fair.
No, it was a video. There was movement in it. It was a video.
But I don't think was the video inside the portal?
Yes.
Oh,
He put like a video a video clip inside the portal, which was just like a round disc.
Yeah.
Ah!
That would be great. I would love to. I would love to have a portal
Let's
with Sedona.
find out about Bernard.
Mr. Bernard.
That's a good D&D character name, Bernard.
Bernard Gunther.
Not the last name, but
Really,
Bernard.
I think that'd be a great dwarf. Bernard Gunther, the alchemist.
Oh yes, that's fun. Okay. You want to?
Character ideas.
It's gonna go the same way it always goes when it's just the two of us.
D&D and Pokemon jokes incoming, everybody.
Okay, you wanna kick us off as we read about Mr. Gunther.
Growing up in Munich, Germany, Bernard moved to California in 1994 to study drums.
Yeah.
Study drums.
No.
Is this a real place? Drums and percussion at the Percussion Institute of Technology, Los Angeles.
I mean, I'm assuming it's some kind of like some kind of music school.
Like, I want to say it can't, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was real and it was a music.
Yeah, it's a music school.
That's a musician institute, though.
Yeah.
That's not the. Is it?
Well, no, it's part of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Musicians Institute is like a big thing, and then
Oh, this is like a school, whatever. Or...
yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Alright, fine. I won't give you too much of a hard time, except that you did.
What I will say is that, like, once you have percussion in there, the drums kind of seem
it's a little redundant there.
redundant, but it's fine.
I guess it could be. Are pianos percussion instruments?
No, pianos are not percussion instruments.
Are they string instruments? I always forget what they are.
They're pianos.
Because you hit them, but you hit them with a mallet.
Okay. I think they're the own. I don't know. I don't know instruments. Okay. Piano.
I feel like anything that you hit with a stick is a percussion instrument. Like that's my definition.
It's a stringed instrument,
It's a
which
string instrument.
which makes sense because there's strings inside it. Actually,
Yeah.
that we should probably be able to figure that out.
Well,
we learned something.
like, I did say string was my second guess. I asked if it was percussion.
Yeah.
So it was I just wasn't sure which one of those came first. Like you hit it with a mallet, so I figured
What's an accordion? What are
I
we?
think it might be a wind instrument, but not like a woodwind because those are different.
This has gone weird. This is a weird tangent, like weirder than usual.
Okay. Sorry, we're tangents aside. So, what were we talking? Okay, but being very emotionally sensitive and battling depression throughout his life, Bernard started to face his shadows and fears. I don't want to give him a hard time for depression because battling depression is no fun and all
Yeah.
that. So I want to be sensitive to that. But I also want to complain about the fact that that this happens to me at work way too much, where one, I work at a clinic full of psychologists, so we should all know fucking better, right? Is the first bit. We should all fucking know better. And then the second part is that, like, the other day we were sitting around and everyone was like, "I'm so sensitive. I'm an empath," and I'm like, "No, bitch.
No.
You ain't an empath. Shit ain't real. You're fucking. You work in the fields of psychologies. You know better by now." I get very angry at my coworker.
I think you're very much entitled to get angry at that.
Oh, so okay. Speaking of getting angry at my coworkers, so this is the R&D is going to talk about how much he hates his job. I actually do like my job. It's not my.
You just don't like the coworkers.
I just don't like my coworkers, is all. So we had to like.
If you could just work there alone.
Yeah, it's flu season, so flu things happen around now, right?
Yes.
And because I work at part of a medical center, we are required to have a flu shot.
Yeah, you also, and you're like regularly coming into contact with children.
Yeah, so their minimum there's a whole bunch of requirements, but one of them is you get a flu shot, or you can get it somewhere else, or they give it to you there. So you gotta get a flu shot.
Yeah,
right? Makes sense for a hospital.
I mean, it makes sense for everyone to get it.
It makes sense for everyone else too.
I got it.
So we were doing this flu thing, and of course it fucking comes up every goddamn year around flu time. One of the fucking assholes at work is like, I don't know why you don't get a flu shot every year. You're just gonna get the flu. It's just gonna make you sick.
No, no, you cannot get the flu.
Work in a fucking medical center.
You cannot get the flu. It's not a live vaccine. Like, it's literally just bits of the flu vaccine they put into you. There's no way for there's no virus in there that can actually infect you. It's not the measles vaccine where it's a live annotated virus that's in it, which like has been made so it's like it's being shit at infecting you, but it still infects you sort of. You can get some side effects, which I did. I apparently turns out get like all the side effects of the flu vaccines, like all the common ones. I basically have the flu for feel like I have the flu for 2 days.
Yeah, but even then, from what I'm told, and maybe because I've only ever really had the flu once, but actually getting the flu is
actually having the flu is horrible.
The flu isn't
the flu isn't like, oh, it's a bad cold. The flu is like, no, this is for the next 2 weeks, you just gotta feel miserable. And if you're really unlucky, you die. Like a lot of people do. That's why we vaccinate against it. Anyways, let's get back to Bernard.
Okay, so Bernard was saying something. His exploration into the rhythm and music became a journey of self-discovery and healing, which led him to a spiritual, psychological self-work and the healing arts. Studying and practicing yoga, Qigong? Qigong. That's meditation, dance, psychology, shamanism, as well as various spiritual and ancient esoteric teachings.
Okay, I want to point out. So let's go through these. Yoga.
Most of them are fake.
Yoga. That's just exercise.
Yoga's the one that always gets my gut going.
Yoga is just exercise and stretching, where all the exercises have really stupid names.
Yeah, and yoga's really good for you.
Yeah, yoga.
It just doesn't align your chakras. But it's really good.
I know it's called Qigong, but I can't remember what it actually is. I think it's let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. It's basically it's sort of like Tai Chi, kind of. It's movements where.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's again, that's probably also good. I've done Tai Chi before.
Well, I mean, yeah, it just doesn't.
Stretching.
It just doesn't do anything for you, like
Yeah.
it like any spiritual or. But it's exercise kind of.
Yeah. Exercise is good for you, or physical activity.
Yeah.
Physical activity is good for you. You should engage in it.
As is meditation. Sit down, be like have a good think and relax. But it ain't.
Yeah, no, meditation is very, very good for you.
Okay,
as well.
dance
Doesn't have to be people who tell you to get the stupid meditation apps for like stupid meditation nonsense. Just fucking sit down and have a think for like 15 minutes.
Or just get one of the one of the apps that can like where you can get it to play like, oh, it's raining outside sounds or white noise.
Oh yeah. And I have found out that if you have like a little Google Home thing like I do, you can have it play white noise for you.
Oh.
Which is convenient. Hi, buddy.
By buddy, he means cat.
Yes, I mean cat. I know we talked about this, but we really got to figure out a way to get the cat camera back up because he is being adorable.
Well, I mean, we could just use like a Hangout. It's just that I for some reason keep using Discord. There really is no reason to do it.
We have figured out that there was no reason for us to stop using Hangouts in the first place. We were just silly.
Well, okay, dance. Sure. I don't see how dance is like spiritual. Like with the other ones, I can at least see like dance is just okay. I mean, are you doing like breakdancing? That doesn't seem very spiritual. Psychology. No, you did not study psychology. You studied
psychology in the same way that Twitter users study psychology. You maybe you read the bell curve. That's about it.
Ooh, topical.
Top.
Well, no. Shots fired at people who read the bell curve and believe it.
Yeah, and believe it. Yes.
But topical. There was just Sean just put out a video about it.
I know. I was watching it last night. That's why I remembered it.
Did you watch it all in one go?
No, I fell asleep.
I did.
Not gonna lie.
I can't.
Sean, I know you don't ever watch my videos or have any interest in me whatsoever, but buddy, you have a very seductive voice that puts me to bed. Ooh. Like, legit was like,
have you
I'm gonna sit in bed and listen to Sean talk about racism. This'll be fun.
Have you told your wife?
Oh no! So now I just had this like giant like thought about how my wife and I roleplay different YouTubers.
Oh, that is an interesting kink.
Oh goodness gracious!
When it gets really weird, it's like, okay, you be Ben Shapiro and I'll be ContraPoints.
Oh no! When we do the Ben Shapiro, it's Ben Shapiro and AOC. Oh goodness! My wife is getting her hair done, and I'm super glad that she's out of the building to hear this.
Does the Ben Shapiro roleplay include a stepladder?
We actually, so you would think that I would play Ben Shapiro and she would play AOC, but because of the height difference, we have to switch it up.
I mean, you are also the more dark-skinned.
Plays Ben Shapiro.
You are also the more dark-skinned, so.
It's true.
This is This is
what happens when we don't have a third person to stop us. Like, we need someone to stop us. Just no. Okay.
Okay.
Something about shamanism. We're on shamanism.
Which I'm pretty sure is just doing a lot of mushrooms. Maybe dressing up weird.
I was definitely a shaman in college.
Okay, I don't
I shamaned my way through college.
What, you had a high charisma? As well as various spiritual and ancient esoteric teaching. You found some bullshit on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or no, No, he probably paid to have some idiot tell him bullshit to him.
Oh, goodness. All right.
My turn.
Your turn.
His personal healing process also inspired him to explore the mysteries and hidden knowledge surrounding our planet and humanity's origin. What? Questioning the roots of which constitutes reality, and how social and spiritual conditioning impacts upon our collective and individual search for truth, fulfillment, and happiness in all aspects of life. So he in his like personal healing, his coping mechanism became to like deny reality. That's essentially what it's saying.
That is not a healthy coping mechanism, Bernard.
Oh, that reminds me. I mean, it's not a coping mechanism. Oh, fuck it. There is the like psychological disorder where you think you're dead.
You think you're dead?
Yeah, there's a thing where people like they like they're absolutely convinced that they're dead, and like usually like they're missing organs and rotting. They're convinced that they're dead. I can't remember what it's called. Like it's fairly rare, obviously, but it's so weird. That is like that has to.
Let's see.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
Hey Google, what do you call the condition where you think you're dead? Google said it doesn't understand. Which I don't blame Google, honestly. Like at that point, I don't blame you. I think it's a weird ass question too. Probably made up. Condition where you think you're dead. Cotard delusion?
Yes, or walking corpse syndrome. It's a rare mental disorder in which the affected person holds this delusional belief that they're already dead, do not exist, are putrefying, or have lost their blood and or internal organs.
Huh. That is so weird.
Statistical analysis of a 100-patient cohort indicated that the denial of self-existence is a symptom present in 45% of the cases of Cotard syndrome. The other 55% of the patients present delusions of immortality.
Huh.
That is an actual thing.
That is so weird.
That like
Delusions are fascinating.
yeah.
Oh, that is Well, you learned something new.
Oh, let's learn some more about Bernard.
Yes. Let's learn all the things about Bernard. Piercing the veil of reality. There's a sex joke in there somewhere.
Okay, if you're if it was penetrating, yes, but piercing? That's some
You're
fun.
like you're a glob of goo.
And?
Like, isn't that what like pegging is for you?
Okay. like what? Like it's not like it's going through me. I'm not like breaking. I'm not like getting stabbed.
I don't know. You have your goop biology. Okay.
Goop
Piercing
biology. Goop biology is the biology book written by Gwyneth Paltrow.
Alright. Piercing the Veil of Reality is a wide-ranging collection of Bernard's articles, webinars, films, and interviews/talks ranging from spirituality, shamanism, psychology, self-work, esotericism, history, politics. Yeah, that's a word.
Oh no, I don't want to hear his thoughts on politics.
To the cult and hyper-dimensional reality. His work has. I know. Sorry, I just realized that if he's talking about history, it only means one thing.
Yes.
He's talking about the Jews.
Or
Every
ancient,
time.
or ancient aliens, or both.
Or the Jews are ancient aliens.
Okay, he's not Jordan.
No, for the Jews are from. Oh yeah, they are ancient.
No, hold on, no, they're not from space. They're from the future. It's the Martians that are, yeah. They're both extraterrestrial, and they came from the future.
Which ones are from Mars?
The Martians.
No. But there are humans that are from Mars, right?
No, the Martians. Okay, in Jordan's Stupid Idiocy, he says that two extraterrestrial races came in to fill their empty, unenergized vortices on Atlantis, and he says that one of them was the Hebrew, who came from the future, because they were essentially like a kid that was made to not move upper class, like remain in the same year, have to repeat a year, and the other ones came from the nearby planet of Mars.
But so did the Martians die?
No, the Martians came, and then when the big when there's a big asteroid coming, it like smashed into them and where they were living, killing a lot of them, which made them really pissed, which made them set up the thing that had destroyed Mars in the first place, and and they ended up like fucking up Earth. But luckily there were some people there to mostly fix it. But that meant that was what caused a shift in consciousness, which has also caused Atlantis to sink.
Okay.
And now all the people, the Martian genes are still in us, and those people with Martian ancestry are the Illuminati. And I don't know why I remember so much of that fucking.
Okay, so not all of us are Martians, but some of us are Martians.
Yes, all the rich people.
All the rich people are.
Which is somehow not the Jews.
Somehow not. That actually is weird. That is weird that that's not the. I figured it would be. It's always the Jews. Huh. All right. Well. Things have been re-entered into my brain about stuff I didn't want to know about. You know.
I don't know why the fuck I remember so much of that.
I don't either. All right, where were we? History politics. His work has been featured on various websites and radio stations / podcasts across the internet. Bernard is also giving talks, lectures at conferences, events, and festivals. He's being invited to.
He's been invited to speak at, yeah. Hello? So the reason I can't hear Andy is that he is no longer in the call, which is probably because Discord fucked up. So how everyone else doing in the chat while we wait for R&D to come back? No, I didn't die. I'm still in the call. You died. The stream is still going. They can still hear me. Well, this is certainly interesting. Wait, where did you think it went?
With the pineapple. Where are you supposed to put the pineapple?
That's essentially. Well, so I guess I can just read on until and aren't they come back? I'm not good at entertaining people on my own. I need someone to play off of. That's why I invite you. That sounded harsher than that. That made it sound like I don't actually like him. I just need him to play off of, which isn't true. That's not like. Don't take that the wrong way. Well, I guess. Oh, well, fine, I guess. Says Stiller, and Demon Orb is okay. I'm sorry, you're only okay-ish. That sucks. Now the question is, can R&D come back, or has Discord forever fucked this up? I mean, I guess I could set up a hangout and invite R&D into that, or something else. Hold on, let me try something here. Let's try and leave the call, and then call you again. Well, I mean, you're not showing us online on my side. I think... Come back. Nice. Well, I mean, you're not showing us online on my side, R&D, so you might not be here. I mean, you can obviously talk to me, so... Like, unless you're using your phone, and your, like, mobile data, your internet isn't working. Like, if you're still using your computer to talk to me right now, then it's not your internet. It's probably Discord. I'm gonna check and see what Discord has to... so what their support thing says. Let's see. Okay, there's an issue with Google computer platform. Apparently, that is why they're having a problem. Well, okay, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna go to Hangouts. And I am gonna find R&D. Now the question is how the fuck I do that. Here, video call. I have copied this link and I'm gonna turn off my camera, which for some reason Hangouts thinks it should turn on automatically. That seems very stupid of it. It should not do that. And I am gonna set link to R&D. Copy link to share, and R&D, you should be getting a thing on Twitter with the link to this hangout, and hopefully that will work. So I guess does this count as a tangent? Like a really stupid, boring tangent? Let's see. We apologize for this interruption, folks. We seem to be having technical problems. Oh. I can't hear you. I can see R&D. But I cannot hear him. Oh. Now I can hear him. Now the question is, can everyone else hear him?
Can everyone else hear who?
Yes. Okay. They can hear you. We're back. Yay!
There. better.
Oh, dual camera setup. Of course, the audience can't see this.
Well, they can't see the cameras. That's fine. They don't have to.
Well, yeah, I'm not at all set up to share that. This is, but it's just.
Oh, you just share the website. I forget. Yeah, you just share.
Yeah. I. You know what? In the future, I will set it up so we actually have like a have the possibility of having your camera on. And now R&D is drinking.
Maddie from Objectively Subjective somehow does it.
Yes, it is. I know it's possible.
Yeah, I've been wanting to help Christy with hers, because Christy and Kevin do their show, and I really want to make them like a layout and be like, guys, come on, use a layout.
Well, we're back, everyone.
Yay!
Sorry for the weirdness. Why don't you? So he's been on a lot of websites, blah blah blah. Why don't you read this next thing, and I'll go get another beer? That sounds like a plan.
Oh, all the beers. Okay. You have to actually show me your screen though.
Oh, right.
Yeah, otherwise, I don't know what to read.
That is a very, very legitimate point. I will agree. Now, how does that work on here? Share screen. That works. Application window.
Are we on the Cosmic Matrix?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I
should be.
Figure it out. I can read it too because I have.
Okay.
The Cosmic Matrix podcast is hosted by Bernard Gunther and his wife Laura Matsu. Together, they talk about various topics relating to spirituality, psychology, oh god, that word again. Esotericism, self-work, embodiment, relationship, the occult, the hyperdimensional realities, as well as current events, in light of the evolution of consciousness and the process of awakening in order to transcend the Matrix. Bernard and Laura also guest on the show every so often. The first hour is free for the public. The second hour is only accessible to members. That's a paywall. I love it.
That is a weird way of doing it. I have never heard of a podcast where, like, if you want to see the rest of it.
That's how I don't know if he does it anymore, but that's how Stefan Molyneux used to do it.
Of course he does.
He'd also, God, I love it's tangent number whatever tangent. Stefan Molyneux used to complain about people.
I pronounced this last time.
I don't know. He's
Molyneux.
You gotta say it in a French way.
Okay.
I'm also very proud that
drawing out the last syllable, like the last vowel, it doesn't make it French.
I beg to differ. I'm sure it does in some way or another. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so Stefan Molyneux. Yeah, so yeah, he used to do it this way, and then he'd always complain about people like asking for money on the internet, like, you know, like, hey, on my thing.
Like him.
Like him, yeah. And then he'd like go on and beg for money. The best part was when he'd get all like, this is your last opportunity before civilization is destroyed by feminism. Donate now.
Wait. Why would I donate if I truly believe the civilization is gonna be destroyed? I'm gonna need any kind of thing that might have value to try and survive, and I'm not gonna gain anything from it.
Yep.
Well,
that's Stefan Molyneux for you. Also, he has me blocked on Twitter, which is like one of my greatest accomplishments ever, is getting blocked by Stefan Molyneux.
I don't think that's that hard.
I don't know if it's
just
difficult or
like
not.
him.
Just one day, I was like, oh, I guess I'm banned or blocked or whatever. Cool beans. So.
Holistic coaching, holographic kinetics.
Yes, that does not sound made up at all.
Holographic kinetics. That sounds like a video game upgrade, like a Deus Ex thing.
I lost the page. There it is.
Yes.
Oh, other cat is yelling now. You should definitely got to figure out a camera thing, because other cat is yelling adorably now.
Oh, okay. The yelling part is they will be able to, like, the camera isn't gonna make a difference for sound. That is not how cameras work.
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm very sure that cameras do not pick up sound.
All right. Sorry. Something about holograms.
Over the course of his life, Bernard has studied extensively various healing modalities throughout his life. Okay. Andy, you're an English major, right?
I mean, I pretend to be one for the most part.
What's wrong with this sentence?
Over the course of his life, Bernard has studied extensively various healing modalities throughout his life. Okay. So you only have to use one of these two clauses, whatever, small bits of sentence. You can either pick over the course of his life or throughout his life. You don't need to do both. You genuinely don't need to. You don't like. Hey, Michael. Throughout my day, I play video games when throughout the course of the day. Isn't that great? Fucking. Oh.
Like, sure, I fuck up in, like, spelling and shit all the time, but, like, I wouldn't do it on a fucking, like, this isn't some small spelling mistake. This is literally just something you would catch reading through it.
Yeah.
And graduated.
Hire somebody to do this just once.
And graduated from the Institute of Psychostructural Balancing.
That is not real. Also, it's in LA, so that's definitely not real.
In Los Angeles, and the ISAIL, I'm not sure how to, ISIL? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. In Big Sur.
Big Sur.
Where is that?
That's also in California.
Why is it called that? That's a weird name. Essentially developed. It's not actually developing, but it's essentially.
It's close.
It's close enough.
It's very close to developing, but not quite.
His
like
own
99% he copied.
Yeah, his own unique style.
Just no.
His own unique style of integrative bodywork. And as a licensed and certified massage therapist.
That's we're gonna go back to the X videos thing. That's definitely like a Brazers like casting couch title right there. Integrative bodywork. With, I don't know.
We integrate.
His name.
I'm gonna integrate where you integrate the penis into the vagina.
Now we have our subtitle for this one.
What?
Integrated bodywork. Integrative bodywork. We also gotta make thumbnails that are like the Pornhub thumbnails. Like it just.
You wanna use this? That image doesn't really work.
Okay, Pornhub. I gotta be careful what I type. Okay, also fuck you, Norton. Okay, Pornhub. Okay, God, I can't spell porn apparently.
Okay, what? That's like the easiest word in the world to spell.
Right? I should know how to do this.
Yeah, you should.
Images.
Considering where you get all your gifts from.
I know, right? I should know better. I'm trying to find a good template here.
Well, while you look at porn on the stream, I'm gonna read on because this is getting
okay.
weird.
I like this one.
That's good. Can you wait until we're done with the stream?
Oh, I'm gonna.
Remember, also I want to remind you, you are on camera currently.
No, I'm gonna take Bernard's picture.
It might just be me be able to see you, but I like you, but I don't like you that much. Like, I don't feel like our friendship has gone that far.
We have not. What's the word here? Integrative body worked enough to get there.
Oh, Smelly wants to come on.
Good. Smelly, get in here. Okay, I'll keep reading. Well, you figure that out. Okay, essentially, not quite. Essentially, developing his own unique style of integrative bodywork as a licensed and certified massage therapist, certified Eastland massage and deep bodywork therapist. That's a.
Oh yeah.
I like how they're copyrighted. I think that's fantastic. Bernard is also certified holographic kinetics.
Who the fuck certified him for that?
Yeah. An advanced Aboriginal healing modality based on lore. No, based on lore, universal law, and offers holistic coaching sessions as well. Wow. What a guy. What a resume. What a resume this guy has.
Yeah. It's great. It's just you can just taste the bullshit.
You can tell how many of these things are made up.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, I'm currently unemployed and I've been working on my CV. And essentially what I've learned from all the job center thing has sent me on is like, yeah, just be a dick.
I had to I
when you
updated my CV to apply to grad school. And like I didn't make up things that I do, but I definitely made them sound a lot more fancy than what I actually do.
Oh no, this was like I was legitimately told that like when you call someone, you don't like to oh hello, hey, do you have any job opportunities? You shouldn't start out by like asking about like, do you not have, like, if, I'm sorry, I'm, like, to take up your time, because that reminds them that you're taking up their time. Oh, Smelly's here, although he sounds a little...
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, it took me... Alright, so, you know what? Let's skip the bullshit. What the hell's going on here?
Well, we can't skip if you skip the bullshit, there won't be a show.
Oh, no. Okay, let me rephrase. Let's skip my bullshit. My personal nonsense that has been plaguing me for the last 30 minutes. No. What are we looking at here? I see the flower of life-ish thing in the top and holistic coaching.
We are looking at the website belonging to one Bernard Gunther, who's a German, originally from Germany, who moved to California, and he is
he's a holistic.
No.
I'm trying to think of all the adjectives that he used.
He's a certified holographic kinetics practitioner, an advanced Aboriginal healing modality based on lore, universal law, and he offers holistic coaching session as well. And
don't forget the integrative
bodyworks.
Integrative bodywork.
And he graduated from the Institute of Psychostructural Balancing.
What in the... Okay, can we just, for the moment, can we bask in the glory that is two wootards that are named Bernard? Because as we all know, or should know, Druvalo Melchizedek's given name is Bernard Perona.
No way.
Yes, that was his name that he possessed before he donned the Melchizedek order. Before he donned a name he adopted from a religious sect he barely follows. His name was Bernard Perona.
Great. That's wonderful. Then
I mean,
now I know what to name my children when I hate them.
Like Perona, like Bernard Perona sounds fairly new agey. Like I don't see why you would need.
Right?
That doesn't like. It's not like he's. It's not like he's like, oh, like that's Jonathan Smith. Like. Then I can like. Well, Smelly, why don't you read for us?
I would love to. You know what? This is the first time you're going to hear me say this about anybody that talks about this. I would love to read this. Oh my God, he's one of those pretentious fucks that has an H in the middle of Bernard.
Well, he is German. He is German, so that's probably.
Fuck that. No, it doesn't matter. German or American or Swedish or Irish. It does not matter. That shit is stupid.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So I'm gonna say it phonetically. Bernhard feels that in order to make a shift in consciousness, we need to do the work to separate truth from lies, both within and without. This is ironic as hell. And
He's
to
not
bring
doing a very good job.
Okay, this next sentence I really love, and I can't even articulate why. And to bring the darkness to light. That's
almost poetic.
It's so almost poetic that I'm just gonna keep reading and let it undo all of the credibility it might have built up, whilst making the shadow conscious. How will
that
you
sounds
do
like
Bertel?
that sounds like something from a video game.
This is Sonic the Hedgehog fanfiction.
No,
right
no,
here.
you know what it is? It's the what the fuck is it called? Heart of Darkness, the old PS1 game.
I never played that just because the cover looked really stupid.
No, it was actually it's a 2D like platformer fighting, like sort of shooting ish. Yeah. But it had this really like cool thing that all the like a lot of the enemies were shadows. So like you wouldn't shoot the shadow. Like you obviously couldn't shoot the shadow because it's a shadow. So you needed to shoot the thing that made the shadow.
That's okay. That's clever. For a game mechanic, that's pretty good. It's kind of like having to plug your player 1 controller into the player 2 slot to defeat Psycho Mantis.
Yeah.
And remember when games were clever?
Yeah. Remember when he wasn't making games that were built on nostalgia alone? Those were good days.
You mean when his games weren't just like Postman Pat Apocalypse Edition?
Yeah.
Look. The one thing that I will hand the Metal Gear series that I think they handled really well, both satirically and story-wise, was the whole Raiden debacle. I think they handled that with relative grace moving forward from like Phantom Pain and what was the one where he was the mariachi?
Wait, what?
Wasn't that Phantom Pain? Yeah, fucking.
I think that might have been Phantom Pain. Yeah.
You go to Mexico to clear some village or some bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Raiden shows up in his disguise and he's just got a fucking sombrero and a serape on.
Yeah.
To be
he
fair,
still has like all of his metal everything on.
Well, I mean,
he's still a robot thing.
Dude, he's only a human.
Okay, robot.
Like, the
can
jaw
I
up.
hold on? Can I just point out that like robot, like Mexican cyborg sounds like that is probably what Donald Trump has nightmares about.
Oh my god. Yeah, but
he probably watched that scene in Phantom Pain. Was like, build a wall.
No.
Oh my god, what happens when these guys start selling drugs? He's not even worried about them being stronger than him or a better army.
Or the fact that they can literally like tear down the wall.
Well, I mean, goddamn, we turned our backs on the Kurds. It doesn't matter what we do at this point, I suppose.
Nope. It's all down here from here.
Yeah.
Yep, it sure is down here from here.
Come take us, robot Mexicans.
You know, whenever I was like 16, I used to live in the middle of town, in downtown Tomball, and there was a storage place where all these Hispanic cats used to hang out, waiting for people. You know, like you would see in front of a Home Depot. They were day laborers. Let's just be fair. But so I was dating this girl, and her stepdad was a total piece of garbage. Right? He was a drug addict. He was basically the biggest piece of shit ever.
No.
But I was dating this girl, and I was over at her house one morning, and he gets up and leaves, and we were curious where he was going in sweatpants.
Oh no, he went to yell at them, didn't he?
Oh no, even worse. He was wearing like sweatpants and work boots that weren't tied, and a wife beater that was barely on. So we follow
You
him. And he goes,
you didn't have to describe him. I think we all knew exactly what he looked like.
Oh, no. I wanna push this image so forward in your mind that you don't forget at the end of this. At the end of this, when you get pissed off at him for what he did, I want you just to see the meth head in your mind. Okay. So we follow him, and there's all these dudes out there that we saw out there all the fucking time, and these guys had to have made decent money and were at least good at what they did. I want to remind you, this guy's a fucking meth head and has no trade experience in anything. Goes out there, a guy pulls up and needs 3 dudes, right? He picks the white guy. The white guy gets in the truck and he fucking bolts. And then when he come back that day, he got in a fight with 3 of them because he thought that they were bad at him because he was white. And he's the one that brought it up.
Oh.
It's pieces of shit like that that make me want to fucking bang my head against the wall.
What wall?
Oh.
Don't do this to me right now.
I'll.
Okay, so the whole thing that he's trying to say here is he wants to
You
get
have-
shadows
yep.
he wants to make
No.
shadows conscious.
Yeah. He is a shadowmancer.
Well, you
The shadowmancer.
I don't understand how he thinks that we need to bring darkness into light so that we can evolve, because we are a product of evolution that probably had no conscious thought of self. You know, when were we self-aware is a question that any historian or truly honest scientist would have to say about.
Well, not a historian.
Human
That
evolution.
it's too that.
Well,
but-
no, you know what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
anybody who's gonna care about the history of man, scientists,
I
paleontologists.
mean, it's a
archaeologists,
it's a
etc.
gradual thing. Like chimpanzees are like self-aware.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, when did we develop like the cognizance that we possess today? Like, when did that start its true path?
I mean,
when were we?
it's a grad. I don't think you can put it a specific like millions of years ago. Like what? Like it's almost certainly that our common ancestors with chimpanzees and bonobos
Yeah.
had some kind of like self-awareness, because it's a trait that all 3 had. So it's
it's evident that there's self-awareness in many different species of ape, and there's that video of the mirror that they put up in the middle of the forest.
yeah, the mirror test is a quite common thing to test self-awareness, and so far, dolphins, like all great apes, magpies, elephants, have all passed it.
Yeah, you know, and I'm not saying like self-awareness in the traditional sense of just being self-aware of oneself.
I know what you mean.
I'm saying, like,
When
you actively try to strive
when
for...
you can start contemplating your own existence, essentially.
yeah, when you
I
can start
have
getting
no
all
idea.
existential and shit.
I don't think chimpanzees can do that. I think that's a very like human thing. I would probably, my best guess is that it's probably like I don't know actually. No. I want to say that it's like when the genus Homo first came into existence. That might have that sounds like a good space, a good like
Starting point.
yeah, but I'm not sure. I think that's very hard. That's very like I don't think we're ever really gonna know that.
Well, you know, the things that used to keep me awake at night, like in thought in high school, were like, do chimps know they're gonna die? Like, do cats contemplate their own mortality?
No,
like that.
chimps do not. I mean, they obviously have a survival instinct and don't like fear things that hurt them.
Some things are just
But
innate.
but they don't really think that far ahead. So I don't think they're aware of their own mortality.
Yeah, see, that's
I
kind of
think
what I mean.
elephants might be, because they do mourn. I mean, so chimpanzees mourn too, but like elephants seem to mourn like in a different way.
Yeah, so it's not all
I don't know enough about
zoology
well
and that animal psychology.
ethology is the correct word.
Oh, there's actually a term for it. I figured it
Yeah,
would just be called by the
ethology.
boilerplate.
No, ethology is behavioral psychology, but for non-human animals.
Okay, yeah. Hey, I did not know that. Honestly, I feel like every time I talk to you, I learn something new, and these are things that I should already know.
Here's something you might not know. Did you know that if you mix ketchup, baking powder, and rotting eggs, they become an explosive?
Really?
No. But you believe me for a moment.
Yeah, for a moment, I was more curious how you acquired this knowledge, because the rotten eggs part is where you kind of lost me. Because ketchup, I mean, it's believable to an extent. It's the eggs. It's really the eggs where I started to be like, what? Really? That's a thing?
RD, are you here? I don't think he is.
We lost his glorious face.
Now we can just see his back.
I know. What a shit show this.
And you can see his actual name.
I know. I was wondering why he decided to go with this account.
Well, I mean, he said his actual name on stream, so.
Ow. All right, so let's continue. I'll continue reading because
Yes.
I didn't finish it.
No,
so
you
that we
didn't.
can truly heal, evolve. That's the part that got me a little
Yes.
bit, and grow, leading up to our full
Soul potential.
Oh,
That's
oh,
another.
Sorry,
That is another video game term.
I know, right?
Full soul potential. Run. You do like
Or it sounds like some games attempt to try to not use the word mana.
No. Full soul potential is like it's something. It's a JRPG, but it's been badly translated.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Bad localization. And aligning with our individual purpose.
How do I align with a purpose?
See, I'm so
How
confused.
How do I align with something that is not like physical? That is an abstract concept.
There's a lot of stuff in there that sort of begs the question. Like he's saying, in order to make a shift in consciousness. Now, I'm sure we have to use that vague blanketed term where they're like, oh, we're just trying to achieve higher levels of consciousness. So whatever. But the thing that bothers me is to achieve that, according to him, is to separate truth from lies. That seems arbitrary. Both within and without, and that seems like just a woo way of saying the same thing twice. Because within and without, separate truth from lies, you would assume that it would involve some sort of self-reflection. And to bring darkness to light, that's so vague. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. They need to be a little more.
It sounds fancy. Bring darkness.
It really does.
It sounds like it's a line that, like, when you're exposing some kind of corruption within. I'll bring this darkness to light, and the American public would know about it. Like,
yeah, like it's almost biblical. Like it feels
it's a good set. I want to use that in something. Bring the darkness to light. That is a good.
It looks like you need to download. Oh, what was that thing you could download on Steam, where RPG Maker? And start just filling it with all these terms. Full soul potential. Bring darkness to the light. Shit like that.
Oh, that would be great. Make it like a parody RPG where everything is based on like new age stupidity.
And everybody that's like all the bosses are just big people in pseudoscience, and when you fight an awesome Haramain, he throws numbers at you that are like not real numbers he made up.
Oh, and you know what his ultimate like special move will be?
What?
the star tetrahedron.
He's just gonna throw it at you.
Not like a metaphysical thing, but like the physical model that he built in his fucking living room. Just
Oh my
he'll
God.
pick it up and like throw it at you.
Dude, we can sit there and come up with some good shit. Greg Braden, his will be all of the infinite amount of books that he writes. We're gonna have to incorporate that in there somewhere. With fucking Druvalo, it'll be something like, let's throw the circle of life. He'll be standing in a giant circle of life that will be accidentally a pentagram because we're assholes.
Oh no! A circle of life. That's like a shield that heals him. Like,
it's the flower of life. Excuse
yeah,
me.
no, yeah. He's standing in the flower of life, and that means that every turn that he heals a little bit.
Oh, okay. We're getting into stat-specific shit. So all of these values are pursued in order to achieve humanity's collective emancipation. Yep, that's
from what?
That's a word.
Collecting emancipation from what?
Yes, but you know that when you use emancipation instead of saying like deliverance or
I mean, no, emancipation has like an actual term. Like
no, yeah, it means to like free. It means to
emancipate the
to
slave.
Free.
Yeah. The physical thing in Portal is called emancipation grids. Like, yeah.
But you know, that's just a.
I know that was a weird example to bring up. The reason why I brought it up is because I remembered. So I did like for in high school. One of my projects I did was essentially trying to like I tried to like interpret Portal 2 as like a commentary on like surveillance society.
What? Oh my god, I love that that's what you came back to.
I don't know why that started like, and it was such a stupid idea. Like, you can actually kind of do it. There is.
Oh, you can. I'm sure you can.
There is some in there, but like let's just say that the teacher was like ended up being very like yeah, you didn't really do it, but I like the effort and the idea, so I'm gonna let you pass anyway.
Nice. I do like the fact that when we said emancipation, like Smelly was like, oh yeah, like the slaves, but you were like, no, like in Portal.
Yeah, that was what I was saying. Like the leap from slavery to Portal didn't even have.
No. No. The fistly grids that destroy things like.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
They call emancipation grills or grids.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's just I just like the fact that you went to Portal and
hold on. To be fair, hold on. I started out saying slavery and then Portal. And like
I started with slavery because
I said slavery too.
Yes, to be fair, you did also say slavery, but I want to defend that thought because in America when you learn about the presidents in school, they typically try to equate one president to something historical that they did because they know that no American child is ever going to remember all the presidents. So they try to make them stick out. And there were so many traits to Lincoln that were fucking odd and really interesting. But for some reason, slavery, while it is a very huge thing that he did, let's not downplay that for a second. But it just...
I mean, he also killed a lot of vampires.
Oh, yeah. How could we forget the great 1862 Vampire Wars?
I unironically love that movie because of how stupid it is. My only gripe with it is the fact that they didn't get the guy. Oh, what the fuck is his name? The guy who played in Lincoln, who played who like method acted playing Abraham Lincoln in the
Josh Brolin.
In the Steven Spielberg, I think it was Steven Spielberg who made like a Lincoln movie where the guy who played him like method acted it to the point where they called him Mr. President on set.
Yeah, I think it was Josh Brolin.
Yeah, I wanted that guy to be
Dude, honestly, I fucking love Josh Brolin. He's a great actor, and I was not a big fan of George W. Bush, but the movie W with Josh Brolin in it is one of the best fucking movies because of his performance.
I
In
didn't
my
even know that.
opinion,
I didn't
dude,
even know
it's-
that existed.
Well, now let's be fair. Biopics are typically not super accurate,
No,
but
no.
if you don't know much about George W. Bush, George, Jr. or whatever, if you don't know a lot about him, it's actually a pretty good wealth of knowledge of the shit that he did in his life. But of course, it was played up for theater, so some things were.
Yeah, cut out the alcoholism and.
Well, no, they basically. They don't.
I'm assuming he's out.
Well, he was a cokehead. I think that's why he got kicked out of the military.
No. The Bushes are coke heads, and the Clintons are sorry, not coke. They're alcoholics, and the Clintons, that's marijuana, and the Kennedys was coke. I'm not making it up. That is the actual, that is probably, all of those three are probably actual true.
Well, look, when you look at Bill Clinton, when he's at, anything with Hillary, I'm trying to think of things off the top of my head, but really it's anywhere. He looks stoned as hell all the time.
Well, he's learned to inhale since.
Oh yeah, he's learned to inhale since being outed as a pothead in college.
Yeah.
Come on, how do you play jazz sax and you've never smoked a joint?
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I've known a lot of musicians.
Oh yeah. All of these people have done all the drugs.
But look, let's be happy that jazz has evolved into smoking weed instead of doing.
Well, all of them except Joe Biden. He's just senile.
Oh my god.
He's got no excuse for being weird as hell.
Hey, is anybody else?
He is senile. He has some kind of brain disorder. I am almost positive.
Hey, how hard is it to be a citizen in Denmark?
Well, citizen is fairly hard. Getting here.
Follow-up question: will you sponsor me?
Yeah. Hey,
I can't. So
if I can get a campaign going to prove why you're better than every other country in that dark region of the world.
Okay. So I actually know what it takes to get someone to Denmark, because obviously we're planning for Pastor to move here.
Yeah.
There are essentially 3 ways to get here. One of them, well, actually there's 4. One of them is that you enter another EU country and get permission to stay there, which means, hey, you can move anywhere within the EU.
Did you just say you intern in a country?
You enter.
Okay. I thought you said you intern in a country. I was like, please tell me how the fuck that is possible.
Okay. That's one. Number two.
It's with slavery. They just called it an internship.
It's an unpaid internship.
Unpaid internship.
This
isn't slavery, guys. I know we're taking you from your home country.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Tangent to the tangent. I once saw a picture. There was an ad for an unpaid internship at a charity against slavery.
How in the fuck is that even possible? That it literally correlates to what we've been talking to for the last 45 minutes, and you haven't brought it up once.
Okay. No, I didn't remember it until they said internship. Okay. So second way to get here, to move here, is to be a refugee. Well,
yeah, I figured that was emancipation. Get it?
Number 3 is getting here because you have found a job here, which usually requires either you or the job to go through a lot of paperwork. It's quite complicated, and only the big companies who have a good reason to hire you will be willing to do that. So that's quite hard. The 4th, can anyone guess what the 4th option is?
Is it marrying somebody?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not just marrying. You need, not only do you need to be married, the person you're marrying in Denmark needs to have not only needs to have a job, they also need to have a certain amount of money that will be able to support the person moving here for at least a year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's more or less what it's like in the States too.
Yes.
That's
So that is the four options for getting into Denmark.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to
Hey,
say, they're
Hey,
quite.
Micro.
Yes.
Hey, Micro, you want to get married?
You might be in, well, two things. First of all, they're kind of actually checking that now.
Oh shit!
And two, there's a queue.
There's a queue.
Well, it's a good thing I don't actually want to marry a man. So
You can.
you narrowly escaped that one.
No, just any excuse to
This
to
has
move
been
out.
this has been the most tangent-filled show I think we've ever done.
Oh.
Hey, every time I come on, we're guaranteed to not talk about
No,
anything.
we weren't talking about anything
yeah.
before that. Like,
Yeah, this was a mess from the moment it started.
okay, I really want to get through this page just so we can move on and show the other page that I've already shown R&D. I want to show that to Smelly and get his reaction.
Oh yeah, I love that. So we got to finish this, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so I was at Emancipation.
Yes.
We didn't make it that far.
No.
Which involves very okay, excuse me. Let me start over again because I was still laughing. Which involves every individual becoming fully embodied sovereign beings. Why did he capitalize beings? I mean,
because it's special?
I guess. Playing our unique parts in the evolution of the heart space. Yo, he's starting to sound
Captain
like
Planet. He's
gonna take pollution down to zero. Gonna help to put us on. Okay, let's stop. I'm stopping. I'm putting an end to that. Anchoring a higher frequency of love and compassion for self and others. Yo, that kind of sounds like that Muslim, the 5%er Islam. Okay, so black Muslims, there's a sect of black Islam called the 5%ers, right? And they talk about knowledge of self and a lot of stuff like that involving Islam. And I don't want to misrepresent what they talk about, but that's what this whole thing kind of felt like, was I was listening to a 5%er talk. And just so I don't sound like I'm being a douchebag, the reason why they call it the 5%er is because apparently 85%, it's about the knowledge of self. That 5% of the population have knowledge of self and actually use it. 85% of the population have no knowledge of self, and the other remaining 10% have the knowledge but don't possess the forthright to use it. Because I actually looked into that shit. Yeah, so that's I got that vibe when I read that for some reason.
Huh.
Interesting. I have no idea what you're talking about. I want to get more beer.
Okay. You were reading.
Oh, no, I finished.
You finished.
Yeah, you didn't notice?
No.
Yeah, no one, I don't think anyone did.
No one notices when Smelly finishes.
No one notices when Smelly starts either.
Yeah, especially the ladies.
Oh, yeah. Living currently in Topeka Canyon. That sounds fancy. California.
Topanga.
Yo!
California.
That girl is still hot as hell.
I know, right? Oh, Topanga.
Ah.
Okay, Topanga just sounds like some. It sounds like a late 90s, early 2000s children's toy.
No, it was a late 90s, early 2000 reason to watch Boy Meets World.
Yeah, the only reason to watch Boy Meets World.
No.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't even know. I'm assuming it's a TV show.
Yeah.
It was, my dude. It was one of the preeminent shows for teens on the Disney Channel in the early aughts, yo. It was dope. And the guy that was in the show Oh wait, no, that was the dude from the Wonder Years.
Okay,
guy from
stop
Wonder-
saying words I don't know.
Okay.
American
just look
sitcoms.
up. All you gotta do is look up Boy Meets Girl Topanga.
No,
and then
no, Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets sorry, the Boy Meets Girl is different. Dude.
Yeah,
Boy
Boy
Meets
Meets
World,
Girl was
Topanga.
the same show, or Girl Meets World was the same show years later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
Topanga. Ah,
There you go.
That person. Okay.
Trust me, for a '90s teen. Oh, you
yo,
needed-
she was the hot sauce on your burrito, baby.
Well, considering one of the things that it suggests is swimsuit. Yeah. Okay.
But anyway,
Gonna save that tab for later.
No, I.
you gotta log
Why
away
would
in
I
the old
fu-
space bank.
I don't have it. Like, she's probably what, like 40 now. Like,
Yo, but she's still hot as hell.
Oh yeah, no, she's still great.
You know, just like Jennifer Aniston, that lady is never gonna be ugly, apparently.
well, no, that's you know why? Because she's rich as hell and can
Yeah.
afford to, you know, plastic
would
surgery and stuff.
No, I would say that look up Jennifer Aniston and tell me if she's had a shit ton of, and look at her and be like, and give me your honest
She's got a
opinion.
whole lot of skincare. Like, if I
Yes.
had
Oh,
the
yeah,
money
for
to
sure,
put
for
that
sure,
much,
but
that much
plastic
time and effort
surgery,
into my
though,
skin, I'd look fabulous.
I don't think she's
Well,
done
that's what she
plastic
lives
surgery.
off. That's how she makes her money. Like, her profession is not
Is
getting
looking
yeah, it's looking good. Like the same way like when people complain about like models having like their like supermodels, oh, they're like the beauty standards like they're setting are like unattainable. Well,
Unrealistic,
yeah,
yeah.
their professions is looking good. Everyone else is just like looking good as a hobby.
Yeah, they get paid to look up, but you know, let's finish this because I'm really curious about the thing that Micro mentioned.
Bernard is working with individuals from all walks of life, helping them in their path of healing and wellness in person or over Skype/Zoom/phone.
Oh yeah, that's super personal. I feel really loved.
He also hosts transformational retreats and workshops where you learn to become a truck.
I feel like he's gonna rape me.
Okay, I went with the Transformers joke. You went with rape. Fair enough.
Hey man, look, I'm of the mindset of most people that feel like nothing is off limits so long as it's funny.
I didn't say that. I just literally like that was part of the joke. Like,
Stop stifling my joke, asshole!
but now I'm just thinking about the fact that you know how in the old cartoon Optimus Prime when he transformed from a truck into a robot, his like truck went away and like into nothing, it just stopped existing.
No, the
Yeah,
trailer.
the
went
trailer.
away. Yeah.
That means that he could keep like. For all we know, we don't know what's in that trailer. What it like?
Have you seen the fucking meme of Thomas the Tank Engine where it like has the diagram of the human body laying inside?
Oh no! No, what? No.
Hilarious.
Okay, what I'm going for
Nightmare
here.
fuel.
What I'm going here for is the fact that, like, it disappears into nothingness. He can keep whatever he wants in there, and no one will ever know. For all we know, that thing is full of servers with child pornography.
You know what I'm super curious about?
What?
What happens to okay, let's think for a moment about Bumblebee, right?
Mm-hmm.
If somebody is riding in Bumblebee and Bumblebee transforms without realizing that somebody is still inside him.
I'm
What
assuming they just get. Well, it depends on where the seats end up when he transforms.
Oh, I'm sure they get crushed to death.
I always figured they got fucking crushed.
Like, there's no way that a human body is
Well,
surviving
they-
that.
no,
Got smeared in the pasta sauce all over.
I
the
mean, that
inside.
depends. That depends. They might have just like get thrown out.
God damn it! Stop making sense. Because that kind of does make sense a little bit.
Okay, so
I don't like how much sense that makes.
okay, so the thing I wanted to show is so this website was actually I was sent this by a viewer, and one of the things he wanted, he made sure to point out to me, is this site.
Yes. That anti-smoking propaganda.
Oh my god, this dude's a carryover from 1950s smoking propaganda.
He's literally he's literally there's probably somewhere on here where he rails against big farmers or some bullshit, but he's apparently oh no, big tobacco, no, they're fine.
Dude, I feel like Marlboro or RJ Reynolds and all these other smoking companies that make cigarettes are fucking dying to get this guy on the payroll.
Hope someone he's definitely trying way too hard to try to get on the payroll of people.
Oh yeah, dude, the health benefits. What fucking health benefit, dude? I smoke, and I can tell you, point blank, right now, worst decision I ever made in my life.
Yes, it is a horrible decision.
Look, I've done a lot of things that I don't quite regret, but that I wish I would have handled differently, and none of them compare to the absolute terror that is smoking and wanting to quit, first off, because yes, willpower is weak in this one when it comes to just cigarettes.
Well, I mean, cigarette, it's not even that you have weak willpower. Your willpower is literally being suppressed by the nicotine.
Yeah, dude. Okay, look, in high school, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna be real frank and real upfront. In high school, I did a lot of hard drugs, a lot. I experimented, man. I figured, fuck, one life. This is what my friends are doing. Why not? If
I want to see how far I can push the human body.
Yeah, pretty much. Not even kidding. Cocaine. I did amphetamines a couple of times. You know, you got to figure it out.
Meth?
Yep, I sure did. Look, I was known for taking Adderall. I liked Adderall in high school. So someone described. This is how it was described to me. I did not understand the science of it. So let's be fair. Teenage me was kind of dumb when it came to chemistry. But it was marketed to me as Adderall, but 10 times better. So my dumb teenage mind was like, whoa, really? And instead of being skeptical and thinking about maybe looking this shit up on the internet, because that existed, and I did have a computer. I had multiple computers. I just did it, you know. But here's the thing: I never once had the inclination or intonation to go out and seek it out on my own. I've never been addicted to any drugs. I've done any hard drug you can fucking name. Yes, I've done heroin, meth, cocaine. I smoked crack once to see what the deal was.
Usually you make the deal before you smoke it. Otherwise the people selling it get quite angry.
Well, you know what I mean. But it's but here's the thing. Joke. Here's the thing, though. I feel really lucky when it comes to shit like that because I don't have an addictive personality. I don't. When I did cocaine in high school, I would do cocaine, and then everybody else their first thought is get more cocaine. When I ran out of coke, I was just like, where can a dude get a nap? You know, I never had that. I never had that urgency to ever seek the shit out on my own. Most of those were a one and done. Weed was pretty much the only thing I didn't say no to moving forward into the future. But yeah, dude, I mean, it's really kind of fucked up for him to be trying to espouse some sort of bullshit health benefits that tobacco may have because there aren't any. That was my ultimate goal here. That was the point of all of this.
Yeah, what I want to say is at least if you're like doing like other drugs. Like like if you take heroin, yeah, you at least it's fucking harmful for you, but at least like you feel good like while you have the heroin. Like smoking.
Oh yeah.
Smoking.
See, that was
Smoking just really like smoking really just only makes the like feel of what like needing a cigarette go away. It's not like you get high off of cigarettes.
It's true.
exactly, and the whole reason for going on that diatribe was to say that, like for somebody who doesn't have an addictive personality, and I don't have the same vices that unfortunately other people carry, for cigarettes to be the only thing that I logically, for some fucking reason, I don't understand it, I can't walk away from them. I've tried. I've cut back significantly, but it's the only thing I can't walk away from. Like that shit is truly fucking addictive. Yeah. And for somebody to be trying to espouse some pseudoscience bullshit, like, yes, it's really funny. It's super funny to see that in the headline. But ultimately, when you look at what's really going on,
is fucked up.
like this pisses me off because I have friends that have succumbed to addictions that would boggle people's minds. I knew alcoholics at 21, but this shit pisses me off. You're giving somebody a vice that is like super fucking hard to kick.
There's also the fact like with other like new age bullshit, yeah, it's stupid, but like all the other things he listed off, like doing yoga, meditating, like going on these retreats, like becoming like thinking about your own behavior. Like there's some good on that, but this is just like, wait, what? This makes.
Yeah, this is beyond. It's beyond the pale. He
like,
really
like,
is.
It's not even quackery. It's like the step below quackery. It's just. Yeah.
What are these? Oh my god.
Well, let's find out what the health benefits are.
Okay, so there are a few topics I usually don't post very often about on Facebook due to having to deal with trolls and people's cognitive dissonance. Yo, you gotta be fucking. This is rich.
Yes.
Getting triggered without
so impressed, guys.
Without doing or having done any sincere research on their own, resulting in all kinds of logical fallacies, personal attacks. Personal attacks are a logical fallacy.
No. The next sentence.
They lack of critical thinking and not questioning deeply ingrained social beliefs and norms, such as this one: smoking tobacco is bad for you and will kill you. Yes, it fucking will.
Smoking anything will. Like your lungs.
You are. Yes.
Your lungs do not like getting things into your lungs other than air. It's not good.
Yeah, your lungs, it's not like you have separate sectors of your lungs that are supposed to like filter out certain things.
You don't have a HEPA. It's not like you have a HEPA filter like somewhere down your like your trachea.
Yo, I need you to swallow this Ionic Breeze Quadro real quick. Beep. Or actually, I'm gonna need you to inhale it because we need it to go to your lungs.
I'm gonna from now on I'm gonna smoke everything through my vacuum cleaner because that has a filter in it. Just like put a cigarette on the floor and then take the vacuum cleaner and suck out the smoke and just stand behind it.
Nah, you should do what they do in jail, man. You should get a rag, light your cigarette, and then get a wet rag, and then take puffs through the rag and blow your smoke back through the rag. It filters it two ways, bro. You're helping the environment and your lungs at the same time.
Helping the environment, also known as not getting caught.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. We are talking about jailhouse smoking.
Like in an echo chamber, most people repeat it and believe official culture approved by science.
Ooh.
Without questioning or researching it themselves. He obviously knows a lot about science. So I ask anyone who experienced this kind of trigger. Okay, that's not a trigger.
No, it's
That's not what trigger means. Like even in the colloquial sense, internet sense, that is not what triggered means.
No.
With regards to this topic, to read the articles linked at the bottom, including the references in them, before having an opinion.
Yo, the article linked at the bottom, I almost bet is probably some bullshit that was written by some other douchebag that carries the same opinion as it. Like, I'm just going out on a limb. I might be wrong, but if I were to make a guess, I bet you that's what it is.
Well, one of them is a fucking WordPress site.
Oh yeah, super cool source there, bud. Yep, that one's immediately locked out from being taken seriously.
Oh look, tobacco plants.
Wait, what's their sources? Did they source anything?
I don't know.
They source back to the article or the thing we're already reading.
The sourcing circle jerk.
It's a self-perpetuating loop.
There are a few things. Medical uses of tobacco in history. Yeah, we
Yeah,
used
I'm
it.
sure-
That's not. That doesn't tell you.
I mean,
oh my God.
I know one of them. In Victorian times, like next to the life. What the fuck is that called? The round thing you throw to people in water when they're drowning.
Scuba?
No.
No, a fucking life preserver.
Yeah, life preserver. That's
Oh,
the like next to the life preserver on the beach, there would be a device which was basically like a bellows.
Are you talking about doing what I think you're doing?
Which was to pump smoke up people's ass when they were drowning, because for some reason it was believed that pumping tobacco smoke up someone's butt would help them not drown.
That seems so fucking. It is absurd. It doesn't say shit. That is absurd. But you know, look, if we're gonna talk about outmoded uses of dangerous things for logical reasons, we also have to remember that most street drugs started as medications.
I mean, heroin is literally like that is a name. That's a brand name. Heroin was like that is not not the actual name of the drug, of that chemical. That is a brand name because it was sold in stores. You can go into the pharmacy, the chemist, as it was called.
Yep.
And I would like I almost said 2 pounds. That's a lot of heroin.
I would like 2 heroines, please.
I would like 55 pounds of LSD.
That sounds dangerous.
that is enough.
Fun.
That is enough LED. Wow, enough LSD for like several people for several lifetimes.
Yo, that's enough. That's enough LCDs for like 30 EDM shows, bro.
You ever wanted to see an elephant like trip the fuck out?
Yo, does someone want to go to Base Nectar with me and this elephant I fed LSD? Oh wait, he's dead.
I'm gonna find a blue whale and just like give it all the LSD. Oh wow.
You don't have to give him very much though. You're overdoing it.
No. Well, I mean, a blue whale is pretty big.
Oh, I thought you said an elephant. I don't know why I thought
Well, I started out saying elephant, and then I moved it up to the biggest thing like there is. But now I really want to know.
LSD.
No, now I really want to know what whale song sounds like when the whale is high on LSD.
It probably sounds like this. Holy shit, man. Mickey's over there playing bass, and I got like this fisherman dude over here, like totally giving me the hard eye, you know what I'm saying? And why am I sitting in lava? Don't I live in an ocean? Because that's what people high on LSD sound like.
This just starts swimming like upside down.
See, what the viewers don't know is what he just said was, he's very horny. Because you also get kind of horny when you do LSD.
I was not aware.
Maybe,
R&D looks...
maybe
R&D...
it was just me and my friends, I don't know.
Yes.
Looks like there will be no D&D for us this week. Because we are down 2 people.
We're down 2 people? Okay.
Yes.
R&D and D&D?
Yes, if R&D ever does a D&D campaign or stream or something, it will, and I will protest if it's not called that. I will. It has to be called RD&D.
RD&D.
No,
As a pun on AD&D.
I will.
AT&T.
No, AD&D was that is Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. That is essentially the second edition.
Oh, so it's like more nerdy than even I ever experienced.
Yes. I mean that is what these streams devolves into when you're not when it's just me and R&D. The same way that you and Geo always devolve into computers. Me and R&D always devolves into either Pokemon or D&D.
Well, look, I finally found. Look, there's a dude that I work with. I showed him how to do one magic trick. I showed him how to do like the easiest magic trick ever, right? And he did not give a shit about magic until I showed him. I showed him how to do one of the harder but really super easy color changes, and he was like, "Oh, that's fucking amazing!" So now he's like,
you taught him to be a chameleon?
Yes, I taught him how to be a reptile. You're right. That's what I did.
Yeah.
No, I taught him how to do a color change.
I know what it is. I'm making.
I know you do. You're just being a dick. You know what's funny? I actually post. You know,
look.
Okay, I want to read this.
It's always a good sign when Smelly gets excited about reading.
I've been smoking hand-rolled natural tobacco, no filter.
In other words, I've been getting more shit into my lungs.
Well, we could argue that the filter does its own amount of damage that is worth talking about, but we're not going to get into that. You're right on a level. So I feel great, but also because I have an overall healthy lifestyle.
Until the lung cancer starts.
Yeah, until my biopsy at 42.
Until I'm on the lung transplant list.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking. This is an okay. I'm gonna continue reading because I'm gonna get pissed off at least 3 times. I've been doing yoga for 17 years. Well, fucking congratulations, dick face, and have a consistent practice. What?
Of yoga. He does it regularly.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Sorry. I guess I just didn't understand his wording.
That is
I
a
practice
weird thing.
Qigong/meditation. Isn't Qigong meditation?
Kind of. It's more like it's not meditation in the sense that you sit down. It's like you do movements also.
Like Tai Chi. Like
yeah,
tai
it's
chi,
kind of
it's just
it's the kind of sort of like Tai Chi thing that Shaolin monks do.
Okay. All right. Yeah, dude, I've been watching hella fucking old karate movies recently. Some of the dubs are really funny.
If you want to see really movies where you just go, okay, what the fuck is going on? Go watch Bollywood movies. I have watched. Okay, weird tangent here. One of my favorite ones. It's for some reason it's almost 3 hours long, but it's worth it just because the guy. He has superpowers, but it's really weirdly undefined. And at one point, there's some dogs that come running at him. The evil people have the released dogs, and he looks at them. Beams come out of his eyes, and the dogs stop chasing him. He never uses that power ever again. But the weirdest thing is, and I don't think I've ever seen any other movie end like this. The movie ends with a woman having. It's not shown on screen, but it ends with the female romantic interest having done a hysterectomy on herself somehow.
What?
She has removed her own uterus.
All right, you're gonna have to send me a link to that movie because
I will. If you watch it on YouTube, it is on YouTube, and it has there is, if you go into the closed caption, there is actual English subtitles. Someone has subtitled it.
Nice.
Look, I'll give some legit kung fu movie recommendations right now to balance the Bollywood. Shaolin versus Wu-Tang, fucking best movie ever. Straight up one of the best kung fu movies to ever exist. I can't remember now. Right now, I'm getting a little bit hazy, but I think it's the 5 Deadly Dragons or something. Anyway, there's a movie where the Kung Fu Master like moves his vulnerable spot. I want to say that that's in Shaolin versus Wu Tang though. But anyway, there's a master who can fucking move his weak point all over his body. So the dude that he's fighting to the death like starts attacking his scrotum, like just straight like.
Wait. So he moves like so you're not actually hitting him in the scrotum. His scrotum point is somewhere else.
No. The scrotum, like you would assume that there are multiple points on a body you could hit that would, at least for momentarily disable a man, right? Hit him straight in the abdomen.
Or
You know,
on scrotum. Like getting hit in the balls is.
But the thing is like the whole point of it is that his vulnerable spot, it moves. He can move it around, meaning that if you hit him in the balls and that's not where it's at, then he won't even feel it.
So you can just kick him in the balls, and the next day he's just gonna be bloodied in the balls and like have balls the size of tennis balls.
Yeah, well, there's a scene where the guy that he's fighting is like gliding across the ground and just like bicycle kicking the dude in the dick. And then at the end of it, he does like this weird move, and then he just up grabs and does like a fucking snake, like the snake grab or whatever, where he grabs this dude's dick, and then the camera pans up to the dude's face, and he's just standing there with his hands at his hips, laughing. He's like,
how do we get here?
I'm gonna find this guy.
Okay, afterwards. Lead on.
Okay, but look, he's gonna keep going, and there's a word that he put a number in that I just can't wait to get to. Meditation daily and go on hikes in nature almost every day. I receive bodywork / massage once a week. I go to 5 rhythm
dance class.
He forgot to.
Is that like exercise?
Yeah, he forgot to hit the space. Yeah.
Yeah, he forgot to hit the space bar. It was I just wanted to get to it.
But five, like when it's written like that, it makes it look like it's either a movie, like the 5th in a movie or a game series.
Or they meant to do it like that, and it's just supposed to be like kitschy and cheeky.
Oh, or maybe it's supposed to be an S, so it's like rhythm. That's actually a good word, rhythm.
But anyway, he goes.
He's dances.
Anyway, he sweats his ass off for 90 minutes. Who gives a shit? I swim as much as I can in the ocean in the summer.
It's important that it's the ocean.
I hope you get bit by a shark. I have great stamina. That's not a complete.
That's not what his wife says.
Ayo. I don't get out of breath easily, and I don't cough. Well, I just did. So this dude never get the flu? Has he never had a cold?
Just wait a bit, dude.
Health is holistic and goes way beyond smoking or even diet.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, these are all blanket statements.
Like, does he think that like smoking causes all diseases ever?
Yes, apparently.
Well, getting cancer can lower your immunity to other things. So, I mean, by the transitive property, you could eventually develop...
Transitive properties of cancer. I have homeopathic cancer.
I think the coughing really like nailed it at the end.
So hard I coughed. Holy shit.
You need to do more yoga, dude.
I know, man, dude. Apparently, I'm not getting my rhythm classes in.
The thing is, I really wanted like to be spelled SC, like SCHRHYTMM. Rhythm. It's the rhythm. Just pack as many fucking consonants in.
Oh, a B for a silent B. Just for the hell of it.
SBCH. It's rhythm, but the B is silent.
Well, okay, so I was watching this video of this dude that I'm assuming was from Wakanda or somewhere in Africa that
Okay, Wakanda isn't an actual country.
I know.
Wakanda is made up.
people, right? It's fake. It's fake. It's not real.
Wakanda is not an actual country.
Okay, it's from Black Panther, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a joke, dude. Because he's African. My God, you ruined the best. It was supposed to be implied that I was being continuous or tacitly racist. Come on, fucking hell, dude. That's why I said Wakanda, or somewhere in Africa.
I know.
Anyway, so an African gentleman was doing a video on, he's a teacher, right? And he was doing a video on some of the weird names that his children over the years have had. And one of them was, I swear on my life, I don't know if he was lying or joking or exaggerating, but it was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen in my life. I'm going to say some letters and I want you to tell me what the kid's name was.
Okay.
JKMNO. What did the parents claim?
JKNMO.
No, do the alphabet correctly. JKMNO. What? Think about the alphabet. What's missing from that sequence?
Ill?
What comes? Yep. Okay. Now think about the literal. What would you say if someone was like
Noel?
Yep, that's how you say that name, Noel.
Huh.
That cannot be real.
That's really funny.
Now that's why I said I don't know if he was exaggerating or if this is some joke or
I
whatever.
think the one that I've seen was I want to type it, but I can't type it anywhere. It's obviously better type here. Micro can show it.
You can type it in the Hangout.
You can type it in my heart, R&D.
That one. Well, you can type it for everyone else to see.
Yeah, no. That one's fake. I know that is an urban legend.
You've heard that one?
Yes.
What
he typed was LA-A. What it's supposed to be is supposed to be
Ladasha.
Yeah, Ladasha. But that is I know for a fact that's an urban legend. A quite racist urban legend, in fact.
Yo,
is
that's
it really?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, because
well, way to go, R&D being racist.
It's the
Wait, you're Hispanic. You can't be racist.
That's no. He's not just Hispanic. He's Mexican. He's the most Hispanic of the Hispanics. He's like Hispanic prime.
There you go.
He's gonna fucking transform.
I guess
Okay. Prime is a word
leadership.
outside of Transformers.
No, see,
No.
you want to know what I thought of? You want to know what I thought of?
What?
I thought of R&D dressed in a poncho and a serape, and when he transforms, those things just disappear somehow. Or a hat and a serape. A serape is a poncho. I'm a fucking idiot.
It's a fire. It's a lot.
Nobody even caught me. Come on,
No.
Mexican.
I don't know. I don't
What
even.
happened to you knowing your culture? You've never claimed that. I just want to make that clear.
I don't think I can even remember living in Mexico at any point.
Yo, sometimes I don't even remember what a Mexico is.
Well, no, when did you move to
No, I
US?
do actually remember living in Mexico.
Wait,
I
how old
lived there
were
for
you?
a very long time.
Yo, do you remember getting a pair of J's for
How-
10 pesos? Say what?
How old were you when you moved to the US?
When I finally moved, I did a lot of back and forth.
He was a
When I
flippy.
finally
yo,
moved-
It was back when the border was that secure.
Yeah.
he just crossed it with the coyote.
No, he was the coyote.
Oh no.
Oh my god, now you're a fucking human smuggler, bro. How do you feel about that?
No,
We have
because
now accused you of human trafficking.
Man, this has been my week to being accused of all sorts of shit.
first you were called a rapist, and now you're a coyote.
Yo, we are living in the Trump administration. It would be really easy to get eyes on you.
So, how old were you when you like finally moved here?
I was 5th grade, whatever age you were in 5th grade.
Oh, okay.
13,
That's like
10,
like
10.
7, 8.
Yeah, whatever age that. When was 1996? Whatever 1996.
That was 1996.
years old.
We don't know when you were born. Like you can't. Like, when was 1996? Well, that was the year 1996.
Yeah, that was 1996. You ass. What year were you born?
So however old I was in 1996, so 10 years old.
Okay.
Yo, you were born in 86.
Yeah,
You're 2 years older than me.
yeah, old as fuck.
This isn't. Yo. Finally, I get to say this unironically. Shut up, Boomer.
You can both shut up.
Dude, I said that in a fucking. It doesn't matter. Let's continue.
I know. It's just
It
funny.
really
It's
does
just funny.
not matter.
It's just funny because I'm sitting here from like 90 fucking 3.
Yeah, like we're way boomer compared to micro.
Yeah, you know the funny
Well,
thing.
no,
is whenever
because
when I first found out how old he was, I was like, "What was I doing at 5 years old?"
The thing is, like, you know, like, boomer doesn't mean anything to me because baby boomers were only a generation in the US.
Oh, because that makes sense. Yeah.
Dude, baby boomers were the result of people coming back from World War II.
Yeah, and fucking a lot.
Banging it out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was World War II.
We actually did have kind of the same, because obviously during, like, we were under, like, we gave up pretty quickly and, like, were occupied for most of World War II.
You pulled a France and just
No. France at least fought back. We just gave up because, like Denmark is as a tiny country. There's no way we're gonna fucking fight the German army, and so we gave up pretty quickly. But
well, the French were like, "Here comes this German army," and they were like,
okay.
"Throw up the white flag."
Okay. But we were still we were subjected to bombing raids by the British for that reason. Which of course meant that the Germans were like, hey, everyone has to install blackout curtains and turn off the lights and stuff at night because, well, we don't want the British to know where the cities are. Of course, when people don't have when people are blacked out and like kind of forced to stay indoors and can't really do anything, they fuck.
Well, yeah, and I actually think that the whole fucking blackout curtains and that's fucking clever. That's some like next level Bond shit, dude.
I mean, that's pretty normal.
You hid your city. That's dope. I mean, I know that there's instances of that happening before.
No, that was perfectly common during World War II.
Yeah, but to me, it just seems like such a fucking. I mean, come on, let's face it. What was bombed in America during World War II? Other than Pearl Harbor, well, I'll give you a minute. It was nothing.
Well, yeah, because you are too fucking far away.
Yeah, so the whole thing that, like, whenever I think about a whole city having to fucking black out its windows to hide the city, it's just it's a beautiful thought to me. It's like that's fucking cool. Like that's some next level.
Well, I mean, it didn't work. Like it was just like Denmark wasn't attacked that much.
Well, you definitely weren't Poland. Those guys.
Or the south of the UK, or Germany,
or France, who just gave up.
Germany will like most of a lot of the cities if you go to German city, like a lot of them would have like a half a building where it's just like, yeah, this used to be a church, but oh. This is interesting.
Oh God, I read one of those articles about modern vampirism on. Hey, and guess what? It was on Tumblr.
Of course it was.
Does Tumblr still exist?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Really?
Now you just can't post the nudie pics.
I know. I thought it like died afterwards.
Well,
No,
I mean,
it
it died in
followers, like,
it
how
died
many
in the
people use it,
sense
like,
that
5?
Dude, I got linked
no one
to
goes
it,
there.
doing a search for something completely different. That's why I was intrigued.
Now I'm gonna look up how many users Tumblr still has.
Hey man, go at it. Hey, look it up on your shitty Mac.
I know, right?
Well, it all becomes clear when learning about the truth and actual benefits of tobacco. For one, smoking helps to think clearer, increases memory, supports cognitive function, and essential critical thinking. And the government
It's
the
a
government
fucking stimulant, you god.
and the government is certainly not interested in that winky face. Because, ironically, it also protects from lung pathogens. Yeah, you know, because like you poisoning your own lungs to protect it from pathogens. That's a viable strategy.
Well, yeah, your lungs can't get sick if they're gone.
No,
great strategy.
what? No.
Okay, is nobody gonna point out the fucking winky face?
I did point out the winky face.
You did?
Yeah, I said
I mean, you
winky
said
face.
it, but actually point out the fact that somebody thought it was a good idea to put a winky face.
You know what
It
I
is.
put winky faces behind? Shit that I don't mean. Whenever I'm like, for instance, I don't know, I can't think of it. Like I hate you. Like if I was gonna send R&D a message, I'd be like, I hate you, and then I'd put like a winky face or like a kissy face, like something that's meant to be ironic.
Like, so you understand I don't actually hate
Yeah.
you. I just
Yeah, like it's just I'm just kidding. This is a joke. Take this as a joke, please. Like
this person might not understand how winky faces work.
yeah, I don't think he does. He
Who
thinks winky faces is like a heart emoji.
who wants to read the thing I have highlighted?
Oh my fucking god. Ironically, it also protects the lungs from pathogens, makes the body more resilient to disease, and may actually decrease the risk of lung cancer, the thing that it causes. You are out of your goddamn mind. This whole thing has been summed up by that.
Tobacco is a medicine plant, and has been used for thousands of years by indigenous people. Yeah, loads of things have been used for thousands of years by indigenous people.
Wasn't there like a torture where they would fucking... I don't remember what. Maybe saying it will spark it in someone's mind and correct me. Or we can look it up. Isn't there a way of torturing somebody that was used where you would like wrap them in... Like you would make them wear clothes that had been soaked in tobacco leaves?
No idea. I'm not sure how you soak someone in leaves.
Well, no. You soak the clothing in
No,
tobacco.
how do you soak something in leaves?
Well, you soak the leaves in water, and then you put the clothes in there with the leaves.
Okay, that makes sense. You made it sound like tobacco leaves was some kind of liquid.
No, man, no.
Like liquid
No,
smoke.
You put them in a liquid that it can diffuse into, all of the nicotine. And then you would soak clothes in it, and they would make people wear it, and your body would absorb the nicotine, and you would very slowly die a very painful death.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I said it was a form of torture, man. Torture usually isn't pretty. That's why it's called torture.
I mean, one of the bachelor students I worked with during my masters.
During the porno we filmed.
He was his like student job thing was working at a plant where they made the liquid smoke. Like you can buy liquid smoke, or they use it for like, instead of like actually smoking bacon, they put that stuff on it. Like it's made from actual smoke, it's just concentrated. But that would mean that like some days you would just come in and just smell like the most amazing barbecue you've ever smelled. You just walk into the room and like, oh, now I really want grilled food.
Well, gents, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, we are in fact.
I think we're way past our time.
Yes, we just got caught up in talking.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of tangents, like a lot of tangents.
But we did get through some of it. I mean, we get the gist of it just by reading.
Yeah, the gist and lung cancer.
Yeah, the lung cancer thing just fucking kills me. As somebody
that is. Also,
like,
smelling
really
needs.
good.
Also, I'm saying this while I know I'm saying this while drinking, but smell, you need to stop smoking.
I'd call you a hypocrite, but you already pointed that out.
Well, and also the thing is, I'm not really that big of a hypocrite for it. Like, it's not that big hypocritical. Anyways.
It's really not.
Well, that was, this was a thing. We did a thing.
We did a thing.
This sure was an episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye!